Well, let's get some more on this. Bilgehan Ozturk is a researcher at the SETA Foundation and joins us now live from Ankara. Thank you very much indeed for your time, Bilgehan. So, President Erdogan stating that diplomacy was the only solution. Presumably, he feels he still has a key role to play in solution to the Ukraine conflict.
Yes, based on the track record of President Erdogan and Turkey in the trajectory of the Ukraine war, Turkey is capable of getting things done, and based on its ability to talk to both sides and its ability to convince both sides, and Green Deal and the exchange of prisoners have been good examples of this. But at the same time, there are certain moments throughout the wars and conflicts where there is a deadlock, where there is a heavy toll on at least one side. There is always this hope emerging or being elevated towards peace and negotiation table. And it is a fact that Russians are especially experiencing setbacks. They are being inflicted heavy losses and humiliation even. So Russians are in a mood actually asking for a negotiation, even as a tactical move. So I think Erdogan is also aware of this tendency, and it is, I think, trying to pave the way again or rejuvenate what is left incomplete before.
Yeah, it's a fairly complicated diplomatic relationship between the three countries, isn't it? Because clearly Turkey has relationships with both Russia and Ukraine militarily and in terms of arms that move between the three countries. And the grain deal, as we know, one of the few diplomatic successes of the war so far. I mean, how would you assess that sort of delicate triangle that exists between the three countries?
The triangle is delicate indeed. On the one hand, Turkey is supplying very sophisticated and capable armed drones to Ukraine, and there are rumors that, or at least allegations that, Turkey is offering also further systems to Ukraine side. But at the same time, this supply of weapons to Ukraine does not amount to a total alienation of Moscow. Turkey somehow manages to keep Russia at bay at an arm's length, and at the same time it is striking new deals, and somehow it is not losing its favor with Moscow. And there are reasons for this. And Turkey is, even before the Ukraine war, Turkey has been quite careful in balancing its own bilateral relation with Russia. On the one hand, competing and conflicting in many regions and areas, but at the same time, cultivating its bilateral relations even in strategic areas like nuclear energy and hydrocarbon energy. So this seemingly conflictual relationship somehow made it possible to maintain the relationship between Turkey and Russia, and this maintenance and experience is becoming an asset in managing the different and delicate balance between West and also Russia on the one hand, and on the other hand between Ukraine and Russia throughout the war. It is not easy. It is always facing challenges throughout this effort. But Turkey is trying to make the most of it, and so far it seems to be working. At least so far, it managed to generate certain positive results, especially in the exchange of prisoners and also the grain deal. And the grain deal is also a big deal in this efforts by Turkey, because Turkey wants to expand the scope and the renewal of this grain deal because of its global repercussions, and also because it has been successful. So in this Kazakhstan summit, I think both leaders discussed these issues, and I'm sure President Erdogan tried his best to convince Putin to agree on an expansion and renewal of this grain deal, in addition to other, potential topics.
Bilgehan, we thank you very much indeed for coming on the programme. Bilgehan Ozturk there from the SETA Foundation.